There we go. Gosh dang it. I wasn't muted. I made sure that I wasn't muted. However, my mic was not plugged in, of all things. It looks like you should be able to hear me now. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, no, it's not on your end. It's on my end. Thank you for letting me know you can hear me now, though. Oh, man. It's always something. Hey, everyone, look at my cute little Tato down there. He is tired. He's tired. We've been going on morning runs. I usually do, regular dog walks with them, but I'm trying to get back into running. I really enjoyed when I was running. And I got these new minimalist shoes, and it's just been nice to be active, but the running definitely is hard on him. he's he's tuckered out. Anyway, hey, thanks for joining my stream today. I'm really hoping to get to a lot of creative work. I have some stuff on my plate I got to get done. However, it has been a little bit of a slow start this morning, and I have probably one sprint's worth of day job stuff to just catch up on. And then the rest of my sprints should be creative stuff. Should be. Crossing fingers. Um, what I don't have going on right now is music. Let's get some music started. Okay, so lately I've been doing cozy vibes and funk every once in a while if I need a really good pick me up. I kind of want to change it up a little bit. I have no idea what some of this stuff sounds like. So, if y'all are just like this ain't doing it, like this is a deal breaker, I'm going to leave your channel. Just let me know and I will switch it up. But I'm going to try out a few different genres here and there just to kind of see what's up. See what's up. So today's genre of choice is instrumental electronic. We'll see what it sounds like. Do let's see. Okay, it's all instrumental. Should be instrumental. All right. Music is playing. I do see it on the stream. So far, so cool. I mean, it's kind of chill. I don't know what I was expecting. I think when I hear electronic, I think like, clubs and raves. So this is kind of cool. I kind of like it so far. Let's get okay, we got our timer set up. All right, let's get to work. What's everybody else working on today? So I'm going to add some things to the task list, actually, before we get started. What do I have? So I have, if you want to add something to the task list, it's just exclamation task, and then whatever your task is. I am going to do AP invoicing. And right now the list isn't showing up because I'm technically on my break screen. But when we get to the other screen, let's just head over there. I am going to do what's wild? I am not set up today, folks. I'm not in my right headspace today. My headphones weren't even plugged in. Wow. Okay. So now my headphones are plugged in. I was like, why is my music coming out of my speakers? And I have a checklist, folks. I have a checklist. I'm just off my game this week. It has been like the Monday that would never end all week. But today feels like a Tuesday. Today feels like a Tuesday. It's Thursday. Let's hope we can really jam through the week. You have a short story you need to work on for your friend's call. Okay, cool. Can I ask what genre you're writing in? I can't wait until I get to my fiction writing this fall. I cannot wait. I am so close. 2 of my 3 game writing projects are like at, I would say one is at like 90% and the other one's at 95, 99%. Actually, I would say the other one's probably closer to 99%. The only reason I haven't published it is I have a few extras I want to publish along with it. And so those extras need to be worked on. So I have 2 out of 3 dang near ready to publish, and I'm jamming hardcore on this third one. They're probably all 3 going to publish at the same time, which sounds like a really crazy idea. I should stagger them, but I have no time to get to the publishing part of it because I now need to get to writing the next part. Um, all right, you're working on cozy horror. That sounds great. That sounds. I can't wait to really get to some horror too. I just my horror movie watching season is so close. I can taste it. And every year I think by the time I'm done with my season, I'm like, oh, I'm ready for like, I don't know, some Jane Austen or something. Like I'm ready for a cleansing, a palate cleansing season away from horror. And then I'm only gone from horror for like 2 months and I'm already craving it. But I deny myself horror until the last week of July. So very close. All right. Adding things to the task list before I get started. Was there anything else I needed to add for my day job? Because I have things to do. La la la. Today is the 25th, right? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Okay, so I have a little bit of travel to book too. Task. And then I'm going to take a page out of my friend's book and say, make $1 million. That's going on the task list. If I cross it off today, wouldn't that be amazing? All right, and this music has vocals. I don't like that. Let's try this next one and see. Fool me once, but if you do it again, electronic is gone. We're going to have to try another music genre. Okay. Let's get this timer started. Over here somewhere. Start the timer. And let's get some work done because I'm really ready to get to creative work. I have been just craving it all week. Okay, so I can't do that one yet. What is this? What is this? No, I'm okay there. All right, I'm kind of already not feeling electronic. I know. I know. I know. What do we want? What do we want? I need something else. Themes. Let's check up. No, not themes. Suspense. Running. Running music for working. Relaxing. Let's do relaxing moods. And then make sure they're instrumentals. Let's try this. Let's try this. I think this is going to be the vibe. Oh, and let's send a little night. Oh, I don't have a monster. There we go. Now we can defend. This was yesterday. Yesterday was the 24th. Why aren't you pasting over here? Paste. Oh my goodness. Ooh, I like the birds in the background. That was nice. Can you guys hear that? Hold on, let me turn this up a little bit for you guys. I'm digging this. Okay, back to that email. All right, we're going to cross that off. going to forward this to myself. I don't know if this music is too calming. I mean, I'm enjoying it, but it's pretty meditative. La, la, la. This is what I want. Move to trash. Okay, I did it yesterday. Oh, okay. Well, then I don't need to do anything with that one. I'm checking out. Do you have any examples of? Wonderful. I needed that. Okay. Save. This kind of feels Christmassy. Maybe it's just because it's like jazzy. Do I associate jazz with Christmas? I don't know. I guess not always. W9. This is... Okay. Let's go here. That's done. I gotta do some LinkedIn stuff. I don't know if y'all can hear Jones snoring, but he is snoring hard today. Which is also kind of comforting in a way. All right, I need to have an Excel spreadsheet open. Okay. This one? No, not that one. Well, that one will work. That's fine. That's fine. I need... Oh. Yeah, I'm definitely getting Christmas vibes off this music. I need this, and then I need this. Where are you? This one. We'll move these. Hey, hopping in while I'm breaking down Heart of Chentufi to run for MagmaCon. Nice. So you're reading through it? You're reading through the adventure to prep for it? This music definitely feels like not Heart of Chentufi adventure music. Let me fix that. Hold on. There's an epic category. Let's give it a try. Music. I'm just hopping all over the place today. Epic. Instrumentals. Here we go. We'll see if it's as epic as it says it is. Oh boy, you really prepare. So third read through and you highlight? Wow. That's commendable. Okay. Oh yeah, I got sidetracked. Okay, so I was going here. I have these spreadsheets open. Let me close that. I don't need that. I need that later. Here we go. Interesting, epic music. I'm not upset about it. It just doesn't feel... I guess it's epic in a way. Also, this is vocals. When I say instrumental, I don't think they quite understand what instrumental means. When I filter on instrumental, it should mean no vocals. Right? Am I the one interpreting that incorrectly? Okay, that one. Okay. This is not helpful. Let's do it this way instead. Maybe we can do it this way. Oh, I like that better. Okay. Are you not hearing? Oh, you know what? I did turn it down pretty low. It's pretty low right now. There you go. You should be able to hear some music now. Last name. Oh, and it's break time already. Okay, stop. Or it will be break time very soon. Okay, okay. I know I have like 11 seconds. I just want to get this one thing done. Boop. Okay. Okay, okay. That was one thing done, which I did not add to the list, but it's fine. I'll add it to the list and then I can cross it off later. Okay, so that one's done. It's break time, y'all. Break time. So I've been doing these shorter sprints. I'm trying to prepare for OHOW, which is 100 hours of writing. It's an event that will be happening and coinciding with MagmaCon. Oh gosh dang, y'all. Hold on. This person here. Get out of here. Okay. Break time. So we're gonna do a 5-minute break. We're gonna do break time. Did it start? There we go. Okay. Okay, now we're getting into epic music. Haha, of course, while I'm gonna talk over it. But, oh, and let's defend against this dragon. Defend. Well, this music kind of gives me Pirates of the Caribbean kind of vibes. I'm liking it. Yes, defend. Get the dragon. So where was I? Yeah, 100 hours of writing. So if you notice the OHOW symbol, OHOW logo on my screen, I am preparing for OHOW. It's wild. I can't believe I'm kind of doing like 2 conventions in one weekend. I guess it's not really a convention though. It is a bunch of writers who are going to be tag team streaming writing sprints or creativity sprints or whatever you want to use them for the entire weekend. And so I will be tagged in. My sprint schedule, my sprint slot should be Saturday night. I think it's going to be about 7 p.m. Pacific my time. So I will sprint for 2 hours with 20-minute sprints. That's why I'm kind of practicing my 20-minute sprints, because usually I like 50 minutes for myself. But they ask for 20-minute sprints and I believe a 5 or 10-minute break. And I can take longer breaks here, but it just depends on how many people are in the stream with me. If there's nobody here, then talking to myself for 10 minutes every 20 minutes can be a little taxing, to try to find, things to talk about for 10 minutes. However, I'm practicing, y'all. And so the 20-minute sprints aren't bad. They aren't bad. I think what I need to do is probably create a list of things to talk about during the breaks in moments like this where I'm not necessarily prepared. Usually I'm interacting with you all in the chat and it's fun, but I should probably be a little bit more prepared. Also, you can see on my screen, if you are new and you haven't seen this, I have a little dragon, a knight. There's this big boss dragon, right, that my knights are gonna try to kill. But I have this other little nice dragon, and he's building a village with these little resources and rocks that drop, and I think somehow we have a new baby dragon that appeared like sometime last week. I missed it. Someone on the stream noticed that there was a new baby dragon. I don't even know where the new baby dragon came from. It's growing. It's almost the same size as my dragon. So I'm wondering if over time, like, I will just have a bunch of dragons on my screen. I have no idea what the end result of this dragon village is going to look like. So I'm very excited, and it's very, I don't know, engaging for me to just kind of check out my screen every once in a while and see what my little baby dragons are up to. I love it. Let's defend again. Get it! I should probably prep for the next sprint. Boy, that 20 minutes flew by. I thought I was going to be done with all my day job work, but I still have a little bit more. I can spell LinkedIn. LinkedIn. Oh no. Task and then LinkedIn. Ah, there we go. Okay. What else is going on, folks? I did a play test. Oh, you're done already. Good job. Congratulations. I did a play test of my Farm to Table Frenzy last night with the accessible map. And I was very excited to get some feedback from other individuals who hadn't seen it yet. And it looks like the map is, yeah, it's getting really good feedback. I did get one request that if I put out this accessible map, I should, like, the layout and everything is great. It's just the harsh grid lines seem almost too harsh to their eyes. So they were like, can you just do one version where the grid lines aren't as harsh? Otherwise, the map should stay completely as it is, which I fully agree. I think now that I've decluttered the map, break time's over. And look, I'm just chatting away. Yeah, so I'm going to put out 2 maps. And there's the potential. I had already started thinking about working on this as a board game release. And that's the tricky thing, I guess, if it's a board game, is how to, I don't know. I would have to look into how to release a board game where I can offer an accessible map version of it, or board game, board, you know. Why is it breaking my brain? It's not a map, I guess, if it's a board game. Yeah, a layover. I was thinking that too, like a clear layover or something. So I don't know. I'm thinking about it because most board games, when they do accessible, it's pretty much they just kind of make everything like bigger. I mean, which again we could do, but then that's creating a whole separate second like version of the game, as opposed to maybe having all the same assets with some way to include an accessible thing. I forgot to put my phone on Do Not Disturb. And get all these little telemarketers telling me that I applied for a loan, which I didn't. All right, time to get back to work. We're going to get back to work. I'm going to set this timer. 20 minutes. I think this will be, gosh, I hope this will be the last bit of day job work so I can get to fun stuff. Here we go. Oh, I forgot to even go to the break screen. Oh my goodness. I am a well-oiled machine. All right. Let's do it. Work. I have things to do in LinkedIn so I can cross it off my list. Wait, I already added these people. I need the other list. There it is. This music is definitely epic. Ooh, that's a big bunch of nothing. Okay. Did I spell that right? I did. Is that right? Yeah, okay. Ooh, I should probably turn the AC down. It's a little chilly. Hey, Lurker, how are you? All right. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, no meetings for me today. Blessedly. They are just so disruptive. I swear, like meetings, oh, oh. I think I come away with more work after what is supposed to be a productive meeting that is supposed to get rid of work. Yeah, always great. Always great to be done with meetings. All right, did we add this guy? We did not do this. Okay. Ooh. I bet you he's a Michael. Yeah, that's what I thought. Michael. Yeah, okay. Oh, wait. This guy. Yeah, no, yeah, okay, we're connected already. Done. All right, is there anything else? Did I do that? I did it. What's left? Ah. Do I have a pen? You know what? I think all this other stuff. Wait, what was nice? Did somebody kill my boss? Did I miss it? Oh my god, you can't just eat cheese puffs for lunch. All right. So, my son Cash, I'm talking during focus time, but I can't help it. My son Cash, when he was, I don't know, he was somewhere between like 4 and 6. He was really into Fruity Pebbles for a while. And he said, he called them Fruity Pickles. That's what it was. He called them Fruity Pickles instead of Fruity Pebbles. I don't know why. And he asked for cereal, and we didn't have it. And then he said, well, what can I have for breakfast? And I said, you can have, I don't remember. It was something healthier. I remember it was like, I was on a health kick. We're not having Fruity Pebbles. We're going to have, I don't know, it was probably eggs. And then I cooked the eggs. I served them up to him. And he goes, but Mom, you forgot something. And I'm seriously like, oh no, what did I forget? Did I forget, your salt, your pepper, your ketchup, whatever? And he goes, no, you forgot my Fruity Pickles. And I was like, these kids. Yeah. All right. You know what? I have decided that I am, unless something urgent comes up, I think I'm going to put off any other day job work, unless it's something that needs to be tackled during this stream, because I just have some creative energy that I need to get out. And all this other stuff is not urgent and can wait until the afternoon. So let's, what did I, oh, I need to figure out my podcast outline for tomorrow. And yes, that is creative work for me. And then I will get to some of the creative fun work. So let me get to my stream outline. And then we'll share screen. Over here. Get it over here. So if I want it to go over here, okay. And then, where's my screen share? Yeah. That one. Yeah. Okay. That's better. Aw, I summoned another dragon. I thought I was going to summon a different monster. Yeah, I'll look at that later. Okay, so figuring out the topic for tomorrow, which will be the 26th. 26. And then I had it. What was I going to talk about? Originally, I was going to talk about the history of Father's Day, which I thought was really interesting, but Father's Day has already passed, so I might save that for another time. But there was another topic. Oh, I remember now. There was a podcast I had listened to, and it was fascinating. I just got to find my notes on it. Look at you, done with Act 2. I can't wait until I start getting that feeling when I go through liquid hot magma. It felt so good, like just so warm in my heart to be able to start working on it this weekend. And now I feel like a dead wasteland that I have had the Monday from hell all week. I can't wait to get back to it. Where did my notes go? Is it in here? Yeah, okay. Yeah, it was a really cool podcast on sequencing and order of events in storytelling, and I want to talk about it. And that was one of their recent podcasts. Yeah, no one needs a long Monday. It was pretty bad. I was stressing out. It's a long story, but let's just say someone I work with, we had a moment this weekend where I thought, do I actually have to dig for evidence from 5 years worth of stuff to prove that you are gaslighting me. Like that was the issue that came up this weekend, and then had to deal with it this week, the fallout, and it was not fun. Yeah, it was like it kept me up at night that one night. Not happy with it. Things are better now. It's better now, but yeah. It's been a week. I was supposed to stream yesterday, and I just decided not to because I just needed a day to like get back to center. Okay. Oh, here it is. The Order of Storytelling. Was this the one that I listened to? And then Rhythm and Words. Yeah, so this is the episode. Okay. How do I get a link to the episode? Wait. Yeah, 25 years of that. That's a lot. Here we go. The Order of Storytelling. I just want a link to the... Oh, it's fine. Whatever. I can just share a link to the whole dang podcast. Oh, thanks for hanging out. You got a lot done. Oh yeah, I should have put that task on my list. Okay. Where to go? Here we go. Thank you for defending my dragon village from another dragon. Okay. Or yeah, okay. Sequence. Oop. And that would be my timer. Okay. We have 10 seconds. I have 10 seconds to make $1 million, folks, so I can cross it off my list. Let's do it. Someday it's going to happen, folks, and you guys are going to laugh. All right, let's go to a break screen. Let me set a break. Yeah, I think these 5-minute breaks work better for 20-minute sprints. If I have a longer sprint, like the 50-minute sprints, then a 10-minute break is pretty good. Just practicing for oh how. Okay. I'm also very excited. So I'm on the committee for Operation Literacy and StoryCon, which is a huge, I don't even want to call it an author convention. It's, it is mostly authors, but there's also a game track, and it was primarily geared towards inspiring like youth and teens, and their whole mission is to get a book in every child's hands and all that stuff. But since then, the con has grown to where we have an educator track, and we have a general like adult track, and then we have the gaming track, and we have a teen track and a tween track and all these things. I love StoryCon so much, and I love what Operation Literacy does, and so all these things that I try to like meld together into, I'm like this melting pot of all the things that I love. But I'm sponsoring MagmaCon, which is a gaming convention, a virtual gaming convention in July. My brain is fried. In July 10, 11, 12 is MagmaCon. It is a gaming convention. I'm running games that I wrote. It's fantastic. But then also on the same weekend is 100 Hours of Writing. And so I will be joining 100 Hours of Writing, and they're tagging streamers, essentially like one stream after another stream after another stream for the entire weekend. We are doing like writing sprint streams. So while I am running games at MagmaCon, I will also be doing 1-2 hour sprint for Oh How the same weekend, which is wild. I will also be moderating some of the other Oh How streams during the weekend. So I'm like doing two conventions at once. But also, what I will be doing on my stream during OHOW is we're not allowed to raise money for ourselves, which totally understandable. I get it. We are allowed to raise money for charity. And since StoryCon is run by Operation Literacy, which is one of my favorite charities, I am working with Operation Literacy right now to add something to my stream where then we can raise funds during my stream for Operation Literacy. So I can't wait to hear from them on that and get that set up. They have some things they got to do. I think they have to get set up with like, it's a thing. It's a thing. They got to get set up with Streamlabs charity for me to make this work. So they said they would do it. That's all I know. But I'm very excited for that to happen. I've never done a charity stream before. And it's for such a good cause. And I love everything that StoryCon does. I can't say enough good things about them. So I can't say enough good things about tons of things. I find the good people and I stick with them like glue. So, what else was I going to tell you about? Oh my gosh, I had a thing and it's gone. It's gone. But I only have a little bit of break left. I do need to get some coffee. So feel free to, yeah, I definitely need coffee. Feel free to defend against this monster. If you have points, if you have nerd power on my stream, you can use it to rain down sources so that my dragon village can grow bigger and stronger. So take a whack at that real quick. I am going to grab some coffee and then we will get back to work. I appreciate you all. I am back from getting coffee and I realize I haven't made $1 million yet. I'm very disappointed. Let's get back to work so I can make $1 million. How long are we doing? We're doing 20 minutes. I think once OHOW is done, I will probably go back to longer sprints. All right, we have our focus time set. Yeah? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Okay. Cool. Nobody needs me yet. Time for some fun stuff. Okay, and then oh yeah, I can share about that. This. And this. Okay. I wonder if I should. I think I'm gonna keep these. That was pretty fun. I think we're gonna continue on that. Ooh, I'm digging this song. This is like ripe with emotion. I love it. A handful of garnets. That's what it's called. Oh, thank you for joining. Summer camp. Oh, I remember those days. My son didn't do them too often. And then the ones that he did do was like Lego. I mean, yeah, he's the son of a nerd. Yeah, it was like Lego camp, and I can't remember what other camps he did. I know he did like a tabletop camp. Yeah. All right. Lost track of my thoughts. Here we go. Did I? I didn't post. Here we go. This is what I wanted. I'm actually going to go back over here. These are... Excuse me. Okay. Let's talk about that. Ooh. Yes. Yes. Oh, I love when I do research for these things and have these big aha moments. Mm-hmm. 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 Mm. Okay. Main characters. That's what I'm looking for. Main characters. Like. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Ooh. Mm-hmm. Um, how would I categorize that? Morally compromised. I think that is the best way to describe this. Fictional characters. Okay, okay. If anybody's in the chat and you want to call it out, I'm doing some research right now for my community topic for my podcast, and I want to talk about main characters. So if you have any favorite main characters in like movies, books, whatever, I'd love to hear about it. I'm trying to morally compromised. Did I summon you? Is that what it takes? Yeah. Yeah. I think I did summon you. My goodness. Um yeah, I'm trying to figure out. Here's the thing. I struggle with, and maybe this says something about me, but I struggle with having very strong opinions like that go to the extreme on things. Like saying this thing is my favorite thing is really hard for me because I love so many things. Can I just say that all the things are my favorite things? No, but that's how I feel. So I struggle when it comes to something like choose your top 5 favorite characters. Like that's really hard for me. And then trying to figure out like why are they my favorite? That I can figure out. I can analyze that. But to get to the list of my favorite characters, that's hard. My favorite songs, I don't even have a favorite color. Thus the rainbow hair. I don't have favorites. I just love everything. Um, I guess by process of elimination, I can say there are things I don't like, but like out of a million things, saying that there are 2 things that I don't like doesn't really whittle anything down. Um, yeah. Yeah. I also really hate always saying, I just used the word, but I hate using the word always. Like, I always do this, or I always feel this way. I will always feel this way. I can't do that as well. I don't like those. Because that's not true. I may not always feel that way. I don't know. Oh, I'm sorry, Geeky. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out like my process because I mean, really, if I'm going to be streaming on an almost daily basis, let's say, um, putting out notifications every day just feels like a lot for me. Um, so my brain just kind of goes like, well, I'm just going to go live. I'm just going to go live. And if people find me, they find me. Um, but you, sir, I should probably let know when I'm going live. I will do that. Yeah, top 10 horror movies. You asked me what my top 10 horror movies are, and for someone who loves horror, that was extremely hard. I don't even. Actually, I think you asked me for like my top 3, and I gave you 10. I can't remember. All right. Main characters. I need to think about main characters so that I can talk about them tomorrow. And I don't want to spoil who's on my list, but I need to. If you have favorite main characters, or just, I don't know, just main characters, even if they're not your favorite, maybe you hate them, maybe there's something about them that's interesting. I would love to. Ooh. Oh, that's a good character to talk about. Huh. Okay, how would I categorize that one? Okay. That's a good one. I've pulled up here, I'm just going to put this link in the chat. This is what I'm looking at right now to see what kind of characters come to mind. Hmm. Mhm. Mhm. You know, I have yet to watch The Sopranos. It has been on my list. And I love that kind of stuff. So I can't speak to Tony Soprano. Hmm. Favorite maimed characters should be another list, like around Halloween time. I can tell you right now, favorite maimed characters, Ash from Evil Dead is definitely one of them. uh, Charlie Brown, who? Well, I mean, he is a main character, but I mean, would anybody pick Charlie Brown? I mean, he's wholesome. Man, this list goes back. Oh, I know. I do have one. I do have a character that is I can say is one of my favorite characters. I can't believe it didn't come to mind. And it wasn't even I didn't see it on the list. It just I don't know how to categorize that. Oh, is it a main character though? That's a question mark. All right. Topic for the chat then is R2D2 a main character? Probably not. Right? I mean, in the marketing scheme of things, R2D2 is a pretty big character, and there are so many products created just for R2D2 stuff. But is R2D2 a main character? I think not. So I don't know if R2D2 can count. Hmm. 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 Food for thought. Ooh, maybe I don't like a lot of main characters. Maybe I like side characters. Mmm. There's a good one. Ooh, that's a good one. And that falls under this category for sure. Y'all can't see my screen, right? You can't read that. You can't read that. I don't want to ruin the surprise for tomorrow. I'm gonna make the text smaller. There we go. Yeah, R2D2 is definitely a great side character. Okay, wait. I did put. Oh yeah, I did put that one on my list. Okay. Okay. I think it's arguable to put this character in this category. I just realized. So my topic for tomorrow is top 3 favorite fictional main characters. Top 3. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 names in my list right now. Top 3 ain't happening. I'm gonna have to whittle it down somehow during the podcast. Ooh, oh, no. He's the main character, but he's not my favorite. Okay. I should look at some major franchises. Who would be my favorite character in some of these main franchises? Okay. Let me think about this. Well, Geeky, you're not the only... I mean, maybe you're the only one on the stream. But, yeah, no. I don't want any prying eyes figuring out my list before tomorrow. That way we can talk about it during the stream. All right, what about nerdy main characters? Nerdy main characters. I had one that was a definite favorite main character of mine that I put in a nerdy category. And I can't believe that is the only nerdy character in that list. Yeah, not my favorite. There's tons of nerdy characters. Oh, this is really fascinating to analyze now that I've kind of written it down. There are a ton of nerdy characters, and none of them are my favorite. Oh, maybe. Good candidate. Oh, that's a top contender. Okay. But I'm going to put that as a but. Narrow it down to a medium. Movies, TV, yeah, that's hard. I mean, nowadays a lot of stuff though. I mean, if it's in book form, it's in some movie or show form most often. A lot of the main stuff, but yeah, there's some fringe stuff. Like, we'll see. Oh, yeah, I have a really hard time saying things are my favorite. Like Dungeon Crawler Carl. I mean, yes, there is going to be, you know, a TV show or a movie or all that other stuff that they're doing. I don't know that I can say Dungeon Crawler Carl is my favorite character. I have a thing for side characters. I love Donut. Saying that somebody is my favorite character is really hard. I'm shocked. This is going to be really interesting to analyze tomorrow. Huh. I wonder why. And the whole reason I'm even going through this exercise is since I can't write my lit RPG yet, I can at least have my brain start kind of organizing information in the background. And we talked a little bit last week on my podcast about lit RPGs and what makes a good lit RPG. And now characters are really the thing I struggle with when I write fiction. I think I am good with settings. I'm good with plot. I struggle with character, and especially when I have a cast of characters. I've been given the feedback that my characters can all kind of feel like the same note, and that I need to try to find ways to differentiate them from each other more. There's the time. So I thought I'd do this kind of analysis on what I like in characters and to start thinking about characters in the background. Yeah. All right. I think for the most part, my stream outline is done. Yeah, for the most part. Okay. So let's take a break. I'm going to say that I'm done with this. Nope, done. I still haven't made $1 million. All right, break time. minutes. Break. Let's go over here. All right. So let's see. What do you... Pee Wee Herman? Oh, I can kind of see that for you. Okay. My husband loves Pee Wee Herman. Nomad and Machete. I don't think I know who Nomad and Machete are. Interesting. Unless... What was that movie? Was there like that Grindhouse movie with a character that was Machete? Am I thinking the wrong thing? Yeah. Interesting. Oh, I'm gonna defend against this. Geeky. Come on now. All right. You random bean. I'm gonna call you a random bean. Uh-oh, where are my... Oh, there they are. Okay. Random bean just for you, sir. Hi. Here we go. All my jelly beans. Yeah, Daddy Treehoe. Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah. In the movie Machete. Okay. All right, closing my eyes. Okay, I'm just going to tell you right now, I'm feeling pink energy from this. I know yesterday I did have a pink one. Let's really hope. Let's really hope. Kind of, tangerine-y. If it's lemon, I'd be surprised. Yeah, that was a good one. Thank you. Haha. The curse of black licorice has been broken for a little while. Thank you for redeeming that. Oh, it was yellow or white? Oh, interesting. So yeah, maybe it was lemon or pineapple. That did not taste like pineapple. Someday there will be like more sugar-free options that I can mess around with. But yeah, I only have like, how many do I have? 1, 2, 3, or like, there's only 10 flavors in here. So there's a 1 in 10 chance. Well, it's higher than that now because I have personally left all the licorice in here for you. But 1 in 10 chance for licorice-ish. All right. So thank you for redeeming Random Bean. Let's see. What else? You redeemed a bunch of stuff. Hydrate. Thank you. I do need to hydrate. I went on a run this morning. Been sweating, folks. I'm trying to get healthy. You're so sweet. You don't have to send me candy and stuff. I always feel bad because with all my gut issues, there are some people who either aren't aware or they don't necessarily know what to look out for. And so they will think that they're gifting me something that I can eat. And then depending on what when I look through the ingredients, it's like, oh no, I can't eat that. And then I feel bad. However, there was this one, oh, I can't remember. It was this set of caramels that my boss had sent me once, and they did have sugar, but they were gluten-free. So like I can, pick and choose my days to be risky. But they were, oh man, so good. But thank you. That's very sweet of you to think about me. All right. So I hydrated. Let me do it and actually like be a part of the hydration here. Let me be one with the hydration. All right. That was a good swig of water there. What else? Did oh, and then roll for aroma. Thank you. All right. Let me just fix this camera. Oh, are you waking up there, buddies? Just for a minute. You stretching? All right. Let's get a D20. Yeah. Oh, so for anybody who was on the stream the other day, Geeky redeemed roll for aroma. And What was the scent again? Oh, it was like Digest Zen. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. It was this one, Digest Zen. And it smelled great going on. I think I described it as like being kind of woody, but also like a little bit of menthol in there. Oh, see, yeah, it smells great. It smells great here. And then I rubbed it on my skin. And the thing that I love about these is that, throughout the day, especially if I put them, right here on my wrist, I am working or doing the dishes or whatever I'm doing. And then, like, I just get a little waft of aroma, which just kind of puts me in a good mood. However, on my skin, it just turned into licorice throughout the day. And so I just laughed because apparently Geeky has it out for me. And I'm going to die by licorice someday because of Geeky. So, all right, let's do this roll for aroma because break's over, but I'm having fun. All right. That was a 17. So, for those who aren't, who have not seen this, my roll for aroma is I have this box of essential oils. This is 16 of them. I have 4 extra that are outside of the box because they don't fit in the box. So obviously with a 17, I am not picking anything out of the box. So the next one would be, it's not the Digest Zen, that was 19. Oregano. All right. So this is oregano, which I have actually used this. If you put a little bit in the water for the chickens, it's kind of antimicrobial for them, which is very nice. Oregano has a very interesting scent as an essential oil. It's definitely not flowery. It's very herbal. It's very... I don't want to give it a negative connotation, but there is like a... This is going to sound horrible. It does have a slight skunky smell, but not in a bad way, if that makes any sense. It's the slightest. I don't know how else to explain it. It's very earthy and just the slightest like 1% skunk, which again, not in a bad way. All right. I'm putting it off, not because it's skunky. Oregano has a very peculiar smell. People associate it. Oh, that's very interesting. On my skin, obviously it changes. Do you all remember back in the day? I know this is a very long break. I'm really sorry. I will get to work very soon. Do you remember back in the day, the scratch and sniff stickers? And you would get some stickers where you could tell there was a scent, but you couldn't tell what that scent was. This is what I am getting right now, is those scratch and sniff, like it's an old scratch and scratch. Oh, I can't even say it. Scratch and sniff sticker. One of those really old ones. So now what I'm smelling is like, I don't smell skunk. On my skin, it smells like that sticker, but it also has like, it's woody, and then, I can't even describe it. It's so interesting. That's all I have to say, folks. Like, I encourage you, if you are a person who really vibes with the scent of things, I love it. I love it. I have incense in my house everywhere. I have candles everywhere. I have essential oils. Everything I have is scented. I probably give people a headache with it, but I love it. And just to have like a different scent every day, and I associate so many different memories with scent. And it's really, I also really enjoy it because, especially when you're writing, it kind of reminds you to evoke other senses besides what your character sees. Scents are so important. And so I'm always like, I don't want to just say it smells like oregano. It really doesn't. Like, it's not spaghetti that I'm that I'm smelling. It's scratch and sniff sticker and like old paper is what I'm smelling. Anyway, thank you for redeeming that. It's always so much fun. And now I get to smell this all day. And thankfully, I don't smell like skunk. Okay, there's a lot going on in the chat, and then I got to get back to work. Let's see. I just want to double check. Seems my friend. Lots of black licorice candy that's sugar-free. Oh, you would do that. you know when you I have a friend, and I don't know if this is necessarily true, but I always wondered this. Like, she said once that she likes pigs, like pig things, like pig figurines and pig stickers and this little pig stuffed animal. And next thing you know, every birthday, holiday, Mother's Day, she's getting pig stuff, and she has this whole collection of pig stuff. And it's like, my brain's like, does she really love pigs that much, or is it because she made the comment once and now everybody's getting her pig stuff? And because of you, geeky, people are going to think that I love licorice. No. Spank your hand. Don't do it. All right. Where are we? Yes. No, people be like that. All right, back to work. We're going to go to here. I'm going to set the timer. We're going to work for 20 minutes. And now I get to smell scratch and sniff sticker while I'm working. 20 minutes. Let's make $1 million, folks. Did I start the timer? Did it go? It's not going. Here we go. All right, I'm digging the music though. That's pretty cool. All right, I was done with this. I was pretty much done with this outline. So let me go to my tracking sheet and see what's next. Yeah, that's done. That's complete. Is this... Eh? That's not for me, right? Oh yeah, that's not for me. Okay. Wowza. I can't tell if my computer has started to realize that I'm getting blind, but like my screens, everything's like so much bigger and zoomed in lately. How do I... Here we go. Zoom out. My goodness. I'm not that blind. There we go. That's better. Okay, that's that one. Scheduled. Okay, we'll get this one going. Okay. Yes, I acknowledge. Okay, so while that's going, and I did my farm to table playtest, but we didn't finish, so I'm gonna put this off to next week. Yeah, for some reason. Maybe subconsciously you really don't want to defend against this dragon. Let me help you. Here we go. All right, back to my tracking list so I can figure out what I'm working on next. I think I know what I need to work on next. I need to get this magic item out. All right, let me find that, which is right here, and we're gonna zoom out on that. How did I write this up here? It was not formatted. I forgot. I have to remove all the formatting. At 14. Okay, so I'm gonna add to my list. I am working on Fangio. And then what else do I have on my list? I'm gonna take off travel. I'm not gonna work on that right now. However, I'm not removing make $1 million until it happens. Okay, so the description. Yeah, okay. When it has been. Actually, I don't even like any of that. Is either I need a thesaurus. All right. Now, just like yesterday, everything turned to licorice. I am starting to get a little hint of like pizza. Not pizza. It's the oregano. It's the it's now turning into more of an oregano scent that you would be familiar with in like Italian seasonings. Not that it's bad at all. It is making me a little hungry though. Okay, second paragraph. Appears, resembles. Need a better word. I don't like it. Resembles, appears. Appearance. I can't even spell. Okay, good. I figured out what I wanted. Maybe I need this different word. Okay, I like that better. Oh, you know what? I also need to set this timer, or else I'm gonna work through the break without knowing it. Sand. Not the color. Cement, dust. It's just sand. Meet the sea. Before its transformation. No, yeah, okay. I feel like I've said no one so many times in this magic item. And yeah, we'll leave it. I'm just being picky. Or divine throwing the word divine around when you're dealing with TTRPGs tends to have a different connotation. I guess in this case it's not. Let's see what comes up when I look up luck, advantage, blessing. A godsend. Again, you gotta be careful. Prosperity. Yeah, I think we're gonna leave divine in. It's the only way to really communicate what I'm trying to get at here. Okay. How did I format this one? Was it all one big long? Yeah. Okay. Okay, how does one attune to something like this? Should you attune to it? No, I don't think you need to attune to this. Yeah, I don't think you need to attune to this. It doesn't make any sense to attune to it when anybody can use it. What else? Oh, wrong. This one. This one. Okay, so no attunement required. Which means I can get rid of this. Okay, now how do you use it? Actually, let's call it what it is. It's a message in a bottle. let's see how we're doing against that guy. Defend. Uh-huh. Okay. Gotta remember to keep these paragraphs as paragraphs. Larger sets of 3 or more are rumored to exist. Yes. Ah. Is that guy dead? Let's get another one. Or should I let the realm rest in peace for a minute? Or I can spawn another boss. Oh, but it's time. Okay. Well, this is fun. So now I get to talk a little bit about some of the creative stuff I'm working on. Let's move to break. Ooh, this song sounds familiar. Break time. And let's go to break screen. Okay. Start the timer. All right, so y'all probably were, well, maybe you weren't watching, maybe you were working on your own things. But what I was sharing on my screen, I am working on the next issue of Fantastical Geographic, which is set in Sunmore. I'm getting that right? Sunmore. So Sunmore is a pirate island, essentially, but not full of... Oh, you want to defend? You have to defend against a monster, so I have to spawn a monster. Here we go. Now, if you exclamation point defend, a knight will show up. I lost my train of thought. Sunmore, pirate island, but not inhabited by the type of pirate heathens you might be used to, you know, when you think of a pirate island. The pirate queen there values her pirates so much that there are a lot of schools. She educates her pirates. And then, of course, there's the families of the pirates that live on this island that she takes care of. So it's a thriving island that just happens to be inhabited by well-educated pirates. So anyway, this month I decided, instead of writing Mama Junie's article first and then creating a magic item, I already had a magic item in mind that I was very excited to create, and then I am writing Mama Junie's article around this item. So this item is what I call marrow glass. Inspired by some things that I wrote for Paizo, which is all I can really say about that. Inspired by this line of thinking that I had when I wrote with Paizo. I was very inspired by the northern and southern lights and how you can apply like the aurora borealis to your world and have it have magical properties. And so I thought, how fun would it be if there was like the sand and the sea that are touched by the auroras there also have kind of like some, I would say, hard to harness magical properties. Because you can't control like when the auroras happen, nor can you control like where they show up, if they touch the sea, if they touch the sand. Like there's a lot of stuff going on there. And I when I think of the auroras, I like to think that there's some kind of like temporal properties to the auroras, that like the veil is thinnest there and time can get wonky. And so the sands and the sea, touched by that power, would also have some of those properties. So going down that line of thinking, I thought, Pirate Island, what would be a really fun, like, pirate magic item? And the first thing that came to my mind was message in a bottle, right? You always see, like, the bottles with the little messages in it. And I know that's not necessarily, like, pirate. That's just, island stuff, not necessarily pirates. But I like the idea. So I thought, what if glass were made from the sands in the northern and southern parts of the world where the auroras happen, and there's potentially some magical properties there. Thus, Marrowglass is born. This is what I'm writing up. So these bottles typically are, they're very, very rare. I have not, because this is someone else's world, or it could be anybody's world, I don't want to dictate how Marrowglass is created. So that is still a mystery. No one knows how it's created. No one is fessing up to creating them, or there has not been any like found documentation from eras bygone on the process of making Marrowglass. Marrowglass just happens to exist in the world. People have found a few bottles here and there, and they understand now, or they think they do, how Marrowglass works. The idea is that there's a pair of bottles, and if the bottle is outside of water, it just appears to look like what do they call that? Sea glass, right? Sea glass, where it's kind of like a green or a blue hue, and it's not quite see-through glass. And so there's two bottles that would be matching. And they don't really get magical unless you submerge the bottle into natural water, right? It can't be magical water. It has to be natural water. So like a lake, an ocean, a river, a bucket of water from the ocean. Fine. So you submerge the bottle, and then the bottle starts to become more clear and becomes opalescent. If you put a message in that bottle and then submerge it, it takes that message and it transports the message from this bottle to the paired bottle, no matter where you are in the world or in other planes or anything like that. The thing about Marrowglass, though, is that sometimes bottles can be broken. So if a bottle is broken, then this is where the temporal stuff comes into play, is that I envision like whatever was in the bottle gets lost to time. And I think in the northern and southern parts of the world, sometimes things will kind of just like, it'll either stay in the temporal veil, and if you ever want to retrieve those things, maybe you have to go to this other realm of time. But there could be instances where random things have been found, especially notes, in the north and south of the world where the poles are and the auroras happen, because these things that get lost due to broken bottles, or I'm still writing up the magic item, so I don't have all of the details yet. And it's also, I'm done with break time, so I could probably save some of this for the next break. But all this to say that there are consequences for breaking bottles, and they may not necessarily be paired. There could sometimes be sets of 3, sets of 4. You could be passing messages along to people, to another bottle. Like, what if you don't know where the other paired bottle is? So lots of things to think about. I am going to reset the timer so that I can get back to work on it. Essentially, I already have this in rough draft form. So what I'm doing right now is going through the text-only document, because I need to submit that for approval. Once the text-only is approved, actually, while I'm waiting for approval, I go ahead and start creating like the actual PDF with art and all that stuff. So that's going to be next. I set my timer up. We're going to go over here. start the timer. Okay. So we're going to get back to work on this draft that I'm just cleaning up and hoping to submit today. Since most of this stuff is due right before MagmaCon, I really don't want to have to worry about MagmaCon and Oh How in the same weekend as edits. So I'm trying to submit this early so that I can do all my edits before that weekend. How's everything going in the chat? Did I miss anything? And let's defend against this monster. Okay. I don't want to say they're most commonly found. Marrow glass. All are welcome to lurk. Known to... I don't like that I've used the word no so many times. It is widely recognized. Ooh, prize is a good one. Oh, the only thing is a stroke of good fortune. Let me... I'm going to put that word there in case I want to change that out. Did I put that word in here? Yeah, widely accepted. I already used widely accepted. Established. Acknowledged, which is still just a derivative of known. Yeah, I'm just going to highlight this sentence and come back to it. I don't want to get hung up on this. In a natural body of water. I just said we could do like ocean water in a bucket, so is that necessarily a body of water? Yeah, see? Okay, a body of water is any significant accumulation of water on the Earth's surface. Which is funny because it does also list artificial reservoirs. So if I take that water and I put it into a bucket, the only thing that makes it different is that it's not a significant amount of water. All right. Body of water cannot be used. And the bottle is submerged into So this is another sentence I'm going to get hung up on. Submerged into natural water. We're just going to say that. Natural water. Weather. Here, I'll go into some. I got to get back to that. Here we go. Weather, ocean. Or collected river water in a bucket. Maybe pond water. Pond water sounds good. Pond water. The message vanishes. Okay. Okay. Ooh, I did it again, guys. Gotta set the actual timer so I hear when to stop. Okay. Within the paired bottle, or bottles, okay. In the paired, okay. The message, not the writing. Keep that in the same paragraph. Dipping into the hunger. Yep. Okay. Any other writing capable of fitting through the bottle's neck? That's important. It's got to be able to fit in the bottle. Let's see. Are there any other words for the auroras? Aurora. I could spell. Defend. Aurora. Oh, they didn't even... Is that spelled incorrectly? Atmospheric phenomenon? It should be atmospheric phenomenon? And they spelled it wrong in the thesaurus. Yeah, Aurora Borealis. That's just a dictionary. That's not... see. What other words can I get for temporal? Oh, some of these words are interesting. I don't even know how to pronounce that. Bonosic. Bonosic. Interesting. Which is meaning blah. Learn something new every day. Huh. Subcelestial. Sublunar. Lunary or lunary? Sublunary. Okay, well, I like the word temporal. Let's just keep that. Rebound. Backfire. Backfire's a good word, but not very poetic. Recoil. Kind of makes me think of guns. Temporal. Feedback. It's almost like that's the word I'm looking for, is feedback. But not a response. Well, maybe. Walls. On occasion. Oh, there's that word again. Let me get rid of that word. I am no longer allowed to use the word known throughout this document. Models on occasion. Message has been known to arrive days, months, or even years. Yeah. Known. Ah, the word known is there already. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna leave it as that, and then I'm gonna say rumored. There's a difference between it being known and it being rumored. It's been reported. In one documented instance, in one rare case. Oh, maybe it's not rare because it's one. It would be in one unique case. A recipient reported. Let's find another word for reported. Described. Record. Yeah. Okay. Recipient described receiving letters. Hold on, let me think about this. Yeah, okay. These anomalies. Or the challenging within the regions where auroras occur. This needs to be wordsmithed. Scholar's name. Unstable. The cause of this. Did I use the word phenomena somewhere here? Phenomena. Nah. Okay, the cause of this phenomena is unknown. Ugh, this word. This phenomenon anomaly. That's what was used before. Anomaly. Paradox. Ooh. Abnormality. The cause. Yeah, we'll leave it. I don't like that word. Oh, it's time. It's time. Undiscovered. That's a good word. Let me just write this word down so I don't forget this word. Undiscovered. Unexplored. These are all good words. Unexplored. Uncharted. Now we're feeling piratey. Uncharted. Okay, I like that word. Let's get to a break. I do have to use the little nerd's room. Break. time. Save. And let's go over here. Oh, I gotta start the timer. I gotta start the timer. Start the timer. And let's defend. Defend against this guy. Alright. That's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted. Yeah. I don't know what I'm looking for. Is that what I'm looking for? That's what I'm looking for. Okay. Anyway, break time, folks. So yeah, editing is slow going, folks. It's probably not very entertaining to watch, but it's a necessary it's a necessary evil. So I'm just kind of editing through this document, making sure that I'm communicating the idea that I want, that I have in my head, cleaning things up, making sure I've formatted things the same way I did last month, because last month my submission went very smoothly, especially for the magic item. I think no edits were necessary from the editor. When let me rephrase. I edited my document, but when I sent it, the editor immediately was like, yes, great, no changes requested. So that's what I'm hoping for this time, which means I have to do a lot of my editing, and just making sure that I am being as clear as I possibly can be, because obviously what's in my head needs to translate onto paper to people who are reading the things that I have no contact with and no ability to provide any clarity. I have to be as clear as I can be from the get-go. So it looks like if I'm kind of scrolling through the document, I'm about halfway through, and I can tell just by looking at my bullet points at the end. Am I still sharing my screen? I am. That a lot of these bullet points are usually me kind of brain dumping at the end of my draft to make sure I haven't forgotten anything that I want to be in the document. So probably all those bullet points will get erased. So maybe I'm like 75% through with editing. It's probably a closer estimation, looking at where I'm at. Yeah, literally just one page, and then I have some bullet points just to make sure I didn't forget anything. So very excited to submit this one. And then I've already started, let me see if I can pull up my home brewery, because I'm probably going to work on that, and get my brews and get this open. Let me see if I can, yeah, I mean, it's not really worth sharing yet, because essentially I took the brew from the Tooth Mother's ladle, and then I just duplicated that, and now I'm updating the code, and then once I'm done updating the code and the text, then I will add the fun art and pictures. So really it's just going to look like I'm pulling up the Tooth Mother's ladle if I show it to you right now. So let's see what's next. Mama June's letter. So once I get to Mama June's letter, and I'm probably only going to have, now that I'm looking at this, I have 2 20-minute sprints left, probably, with 5-minute breaks. Yeah, that'll put me at about the right time where I'm going to need to log off, because I have a chowder I gotta make. Probably not something you expect to hear on a writing stream, but I have a chowder I have to make, because my husband works rotating shifts. Let me defend against this guy real quick. My husband works rotating shifts. So that means sometimes he's working 12-hour day shifts, and he will leave the house at 4:30 in the morning and will not be home until about 5:30 at night. And then you flip that, and sometimes he'll be on graveyards where he leaves the house. Usually he leaves earlier. So let's say about 4 p.m. and he's not home until 5:30 in the morning. And then he sleeps during the day. And so Right now he's sleeping, and because I'm the one who usually cooks our meals, I will usually cook a lot of extra of something, and then he will have food to take to work for his lunch. But last night I didn't do that, which means he has no food to take to work. So I have to make dinner like for lunch so that he has something to take to work. This is how my day is, folks. I just have rotating like my life revolves around the rotating doors in my house. That is, I should write that down. That's like a great first line for a story. Anyway, that break was so quick, folks. I'm going to take a quick bio break before I get back. Let me just set this timer up for work. We're going to focus so I can finish this text only magic item document. Focus time. And then let's save that. All right, and then I'm going to run to the little nerd's room. I'm just going to create a little knight to defend here. Defend. All right, and then I'm going to run to the potty, and then I will be back, and I will finish this document. Here I am with my great words. Undiscovered, unexplored, uncharted. Great words. All right, be right back. All right, let's start the timer. Start 20 minutes. Um, lame. About the... Oh, I didn't even type defend properly. There we go. You go get him, you knight. You go get him. There's more to be understood about... I can't use phenomena again. That's where... I knew it was there somewhere. About the uncharted polar regions. Yeah, there's more to... Where did I say? Where did I put it? While others believe there's more to discover. Haha. Discover. More to discover. About the uncharted polar regions. Okay. More to be discovered. Okay. I don't want to say sailors know better. Sailors have their own theories. The aurora, the... Yeah, okay. I feel like I didn't use... Did I use that phrase before? Hold on. Let's search. Aurora. How about veil? That's what I need to see. Veil. That's the first use of the word veil. No, it isn't. Here you go. Believed to be thinnest. I'm questioning the use of this word. Dismiss all. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna keep auroral veil over temporal veil. Yeah, and we're gonna make it a capital auroral veil. Thank you for defending my dragons. This little baby dragon's getting kind of chunk monster, and I like it. Veil. So I have 3 uses of the word veil, and that's lower down. Okay, great. So according to this, and through, travels through mystical of lights of a mystical sea of light and time. Yes, much better. Okay. Liking that. Let's find another word. I know, folks, writing, all about the words. Like, I'm sure it is just captivating that you get to watch me find other words for words. But that's the reality. I need another word for destruction. Oh boy, annihilation is an extreme word. What am I looking for? Ooh, shattering. No, no. Hmm. Remnants. Remnants is less destructive. That's not what I want either. Shouldn't as well be shattered. La, la, la. This almost feels duplicative of the other. Hold on, let me read this. Because I already talked about that. No? Okay, no, I do need that. I do need that paragraph. I just don't like the word destruction. Okay, let's come back to that. Okay. Should are believed to be lost. Are believed lost. Okay. Becoming part of the. Hello, how are you? That was weird. I think I just heard a bird fly into my glass door. I hope it's okay. Yes, hello. I'm hoping I pronounced this correctly. Bango y'all? Bango y'all? You have popped in while I am in the middle of writing up a magic item for Fantastical Geographics July issue set in a pirate island. Right now, I'm just kind of wordsmithing my draft to clean it up for submission. What are you working on? Are you working on anything? Let's see. Become a part of that has inspired. Okay. This just doesn't feel. I feel like I need to separate these paragraphs. I need a thesaurus again. Like, I don't know if people really want all this extra lore around their magic items, but I kind of can't help myself. Culture, habits, traits, values. Ethos. Ethos is a good word. Okay. Yeah, let's break this out. Traditions. Culture, cultures and customs. Culture? Customs and ethos. Folklore. I think I have this is probably all folklore up here. And I didn't even call that out. Practice. I like practice. Beliefs and practices. Yeah, okay. So this is really how it all works. I think it's just going to be a short paragraph. I think that's it. That's really all that they need to know. So really, I could just get rid of that, and this can all be the same paragraph. That makes more sense. Okay. Uh-huh. Okay. Is that the word I want? Alternative. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, I'm kind of digging this music. I'm liking this epic choice over, what did I have earlier? Electronic music? This is not bad. Other uses. Speculation. Ooh, okay, okay. I like speculation. Guesstimate. That's not gonna work. Ooh, hypothesis. No. Reflection. Yeah, okay, okay. We're just gonna speculation on other uses. There are no confirmed examples of any other. Oh, this is gonna need to be wordsmithed for sure. No confirmed examples of any other. Documented. Did I use the word? I think I did. Did I use the word documented earlier? I did. Several times? 3 times? Oh boy. Oh, okay. We might have to. Oh, it's okay down there. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 times. Well, that's not so bad. Oh no, I'm on the wrong. Okay. Oh god, I didn't make changes to this, did I? I was on the wrong page. This is what I want right here. So in here, I only have it 2 times. 3 times. Okay. Let's not use documented. Observed uses. Practical applications. That's what I'm looking for. While Mariglass exists in the world, no confirmed examples of any other practical applications have ever been recorded. Reported. I've used those a lot. Registered. Oh, you're not registering it. Cataloged. Chronicled. Published. Reported. Disclosed. Ooh. I like that word. Hold on. While Mariglass exists in the world, no confirmed examples of any other practical applications have ever been disclosed, which to me, the use of that word then indicates that maybe someone has used Mariglass for something else. It is just secret, and I like that. This has led many materials too rare or unstable for broader use. Believe. Conclude, which we did. Okay, so we're going to conclude the material is too rare or unstable for broader use. However, I think I've used however a lot too. Oh, maybe we'll just, yeah, here we go, because I already did this here in this next sentence. Did I didn't set the timer. Or did I set the timer and then I'm on break? Oh, you guys. I think I'm supposed to be on break. Okay. That's fine. We'll be on a break. And then I will have my final sprint. This is why I need a better timer, folks. I need a better timer that makes a noise. And because I always forget to set my iPhone and break time. Here we are. All right. I don't have a boss on the screen. Let's get one. Oh, it's a dragon again. Have we had one of each? There should be 3 different types of bosses. There's like the rock monster, and then there's this dragon, and then I think there's one that kind of looks like a robot. I don't know if they've all 3 shown up today. Oh, look at my village. Something just happened. Did you guys see that? I caught it out of the side of my eye. The home did something and it glowed, and now look inside. It looks a little better. It looks upgraded. Hee hee, so exciting. That's so cool. All right, let's defend against this guy. All right, so final stretch before I end the stream. Where am I at? So, is this going to be ready to submit today? Yes. During my stream, probably not. I'm getting nitpicky over words. I am definitely in my last paragraph here, I can see, and then I have my bullet points of things I want to make sure I don't forget. I also have this text over here I need to add at the bottom. And then I think it just needs a final read through. And reading, I don't love reading on my stream. I have to do it. It's part of the nature, right? But just only reading feels a little, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. It just doesn't feel like you guys watching me mumble out loud as I read through something is probably the best use of my stream time. So I think I will probably finish this in that next sprint and then save it for when I'm done with my sprint to give it a final read through, final polish, submit that today. I will also be writing and working on things tonight. So there's a chance that Mama Junie's article gets finished tonight. But that's fine because then tomorrow, if that happens and I don't have to work on Mama Junie's article tomorrow, then I get to work on Liquid Hot Magma, which is like, I'm so excited to work on that. And you guys will be watching me type a lot more because I am at the stage in that project where everything is very, I'm literally writing like the first draft. So you get to see me write more instead of edit more. I know I came up with like the first 2 rooms in that place, and I have many more rooms to create. I think at the very least I need to create 10 rooms just to be prepared. And I know that place is probably going to have 20 to 30 rooms. But for MagmaCon, I need to have at least enough of it done that if my players happen to be really good, I'll have enough before killing them. But I really can't wait. I have been so excited about this project and just writing something that has a little more like oomph and deadliness to it. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy writing the cozy stuff, and it's been really fun to work on. Farm to Table Frenzy has been an exploration for me, but I'm really ready. Like, I think it's also because horror movie season is coming up, but I'm like really ready to dig into something that's just got more grit and more danger. So very excited to get started on that, and that'll probably be tomorrow. Oh my gosh, tomorrow's Friday. Tomorrow's Friday? This week. If you're still on the stream when you were here earlier today, I said this whole week has been a Monday. This whole week has been a Monday. And today is the first day that sort of kind of feels like a Tuesday. So, yeah, today's Thursday, which means tomorrow's Friday. So that means if you join me tomorrow at about the time that I started this stream, which was, I think I've said for my podcast, it's 10 a.m. Pacific. I'm getting better where I might be able to start closer to 9, but because it's the podcast, I might just go ahead and start at 10. So it'll be 10 a.m. Pacific. That'll be my podcast. Tomorrow we are talking about, where'd my stream outline go? That's right. So I listened to a writing podcast where they talk about the order of things, the sequencing of events in storytelling. And I have some thoughts on how to apply that for running TTRPGs and writing TTRPGs. So that's the Lighting My Bulb segment. And then for the community topic, I spent some time thinking about main characters because I'm getting ready to write my lit RPG, which has just been brewing in the back of my head. And I struggle with characters more than setting, more than plot. I struggle with characters. I've actually had some folks give me some insight on how to improve on that. And so this will be my first time really digging into character again after that bit of advice. So I'm excited about that. But also, I'm thinking about main characters right now. So there will be a community topic in my podcast tomorrow talking about main characters. What do you like about them? What do you not like about them? Who are your favorite characters? And I will reveal who my favorite characters are tomorrow. All right. That was a quick little talking break. I will set the timer again. 20 minutes. If you're on the stream and you were not part of the discussion earlier about favorite characters, I would love for you to put in the chat who your favorite characters are, main characters from books, from movies, from shows, from comics, anything. Favorite main characters. I would love to hear them. And we're going to get back to work. This is the last sprint. And I'm going to start the timer. All right, let's go. Oh, man. Oh, I'm on the wrong thing. Here we go. And that's the wrong thing. Other million such items could exist. Could is the operative word. Some things could exist in private collections, royal vaults, pirate treasure hoards. Yes, perfect. Places where curious scholars are not welcome. Involving and as with many things involving, the truth remains uncertain. Good last line. All right, what else did I need here? I don't think I need this. And I don't need that. Yep, like I said, I can get all of that gone. How many words am I at? That's probably good to know. Oh, not bad. What was my word count here? Oh, yeah. Definitely not as much of a wordy magic item as the Tooth Mother's ladle. All right, I gotta touch up these sentences. I might actually give this a final read through because I gotta touch up on these final things. Is there another word for sailor that I like better? Yeah, we'll leave it. Yeah. That's not the word I wanted. The dry, the material is not the right word. The Did I start the timer? I did start the timer. I didn't start my phone timer. I struggled with this sentence earlier and I still don't like it. The surface? No. The exterior. Oft times. I haven't used that word. You get him. We gotta get rid of this dragon before the end of the stream. Okay. I am struggling with this sentence, y'all. All I'm trying to say is that when it's out of water, it's one color, and then when it's in water, it's another color. I almost feel like I need to rewrite this sentence from the ground up, and then that might shake things up. Dry. With the glass. I can't use glass because I'm using sea glass is its own thing, right? Let me look this up. Maybe I'm agonizing over nothing. Yeah, sea glass is its own thing. So I can't use the word glass because I want to use sea glass in that sentence. The bottle is faintly cloudy, is appears the bottle of either pale green or blue sea glass. Okay, so dry, the bottle appears to be made of either pale green or blue sea glass with a faintly cloudy appearance. I am liking that sentence so much better. When submerged, however, the glass becomes translucent and develops a shifting opalescent sheen. Okay. Whew. Y'all. Oh, I feel so much better about that sentence. Okay. Also, I need coffee. It's like I should have had this coffee long ago. People with glasses. Do you just deal with drinking coffee and letting it steam up your glasses? Is that normal? You just get used to it? Or am I doing something wrong? Prolonged exposure to these celestial lights, where they reveal. I really struggle with these M dashes, folks. I don't know. Celestial lights. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it. Infuse the sand with honey before. Infuse the sand. Before its transformation into glass. Do I put that there? Hold on. Infuse the sand before. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I like that better. Grammarly for the win. Okay. You usually get your caffeine in iced form, chai or matcha. You know, that is one thing I never really, and maybe this is just because I don't usually go to like a Starbucks. I'm a cheapo and I never leave my house because I work from my house. So I never leave. There's no point for me to leave my house to go to Starbucks when I can make coffee here. But yeah, I've never really got into like the iced caffeine drinks. It almost feels weird to me. It's like, I'm trying to think of what would be the drinking cold coffee would be like eating warm cereal and milk, which I'm sure some people will do. But like it feels wrong to me. And I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying that I'm just so not used to it. I think it does something to my brain. And I don't know that I would like drinking iced coffee. Yeah, now tea. I can do tea cold. I can do it sometimes, although I do prefer it hot. That is so weird. I wonder if I can't do coffee cold because it's like a creamy drink. It has milk in it. All right, distraction. I got to get back to this. Let's see. I fixed that sentence. Good gracious. Okay, as a result. Some claim, others insist. I'm just gonna get rid of that word. I don't think I need it. We'll see what the editor says. Okay. I highlighted this sentence and now I don't remember why I didn't like this sentence. Let me think about this. Oh, it's because I used the word known. That's why. Because I want to try to steer away from that. Ooh. All right. You know what I forgot to do, folks, is there we go. If he's still in the chat, I want to shout out to Geeky Broken Hoodie. He is also another streamer here who does some like co-working and studying streams and chats, just chill chats in the morning. Cool dude. Go check out his channel. I'm so bad about shout outs. I gotta fix my stream elements though, because I'm shouting out and it looks like Stream Elements is trying to tell me to go check out Geeky Broken Hoodie. Oh boy. All right. Let me think about this sentence. I have a few. How long do I have to figure out this sentence? I have 4 minutes. No. Okay, yeah, let's start with this. Oh, let's get rid of that. Ooh, I'm digging this. Music. So, fun fact about me, for a while I lived with an Indian woman. When I first ran away from home, she took me in and taught me everything. I mean, she was kind of like a mother to me. Taught me how to cook, how to clean, helped me get back into school, all the things. And while living with her, I actually have to find the soundtrack, but there is an Indian movie soundtrack that I listened to nonstop. Could I tell you what any of the songs mean? No, but I know all the words by heart, and I really love Indian music. All right. Marrow glass. Documented. I used the word documented again. And I can't use known. Oh, this sentence is going to kill me. I'm just not going to figure it out before time runs up. Have been I don't want to say that they've been found in pairs. They're not found in pairs often. Maybe that's what it is. Often. Though discovered. It's merely a process to to and this is, I can't believe this is just literally rewriting this one sentence, and a whole other aspect of finding these bottles just dawned on me. And now I need another paragraph. I'm like this close to being done, and now it's like I have a whole nother paragraph to write. Oh no. Yeah, time's up. Let's talk about this, and then we're gonna end the stream so I can make chowder. Chowder. Oh gosh. All right, I'm not even gonna set a timer. I'm just gonna talk until I'm done. So I was trying. Here's the sentence I'm struggling with: is these bottles are not found in pairs. Like, no one has admitted to making them. No documentation has been found on how they're made. They're very rare and hard to find in the world. However, so if you don't find it in a pair, you find one bottle, like the whole message in a bottle thing, right? You find a bottle on a beach. That's one bottle. These bottles, it's known that they are created as a pair or a set. But if you only find one bottle, then how do you find the other one, right? And since these are so rare, having one bottle is special. Having a pair that actually works together is where I used the words nearly divine. Like, that's how rare these things are. So if you find one bottle, all of a sudden you're in danger, I'm thinking, because you can either write a message and say, like, hey, I found this bottle. Where's the other half of who's getting this message? And the person holding the other bottle may get that message and then decide not to say anything and just try to hunt you down, because owning a pair of these bottles, a matching pair, is key. Like that. So that just opened up a whole can of worms in my brain, where all I was just trying to say is that you don't normally find two bottles that work together. You don't find them together. And then now my brain is like, oh, I gotta really make this clear that if you find a bottle by itself, you're in danger, child. you gotta figure out how you can find the other bottle without getting killed, or hunted down. I have to think on this. That just blew my whole plan out of the water, because I can't not. That's a question that's going to come up if someone uses this magic item. That's a question that's going to come up. I would imagine that some rich collector in the know might collect them trying to find pairs. Right. But see, that's the thing is, imagine if you find one of these bottles and someone dangerous has the other bottle. And so you just write a message, like, I mean, first of all, these are like mythical things. Like people have probably heard about them, but never ever seen one. So you may even have a bottle and not know that you have a marrow glass bottle. Now, if you do know and you write a note, and then the dangerous person gets the note, or the person or the collector, like, I don't know, you would just have to be very careful, because these bottles are so rare. It's so interesting. I can't believe my brain just exploded writing that sentence. Oh my gosh, you got another 400 words. Hey, that's awesome. I love hearing that from you all. I love hearing that my stream is helping you write. Even as distracted as I get, I love hearing that from you guys. Thank you so much. That makes me feel so good. Thank you so much. Yes, also thank you, Geeky. So good thing, mark your tasks done. My tasks are not done. it's amazing how fast. Like, okay, I'm looking at my stream now, 3.5 hours, and I didn't finish my my project, and also added more words that need to be done. Writing, folks. Um, so wish me luck making a chowder. It's always fun making a chowder and trying to make it gluten free, but still also tasty to people who don't have to eat gluten free, like my husband. Um, Yay, words. We love words. Even though I am agonizing over the choice of words, we love words. Um, Gosh, that really makes my day to hear that you got that many words down, though. I love that. Um, I was just talking in another server. We were talking about tracking word count and how it's funny. I In a lot of these servers they have you'll see this bot called Sprinto, and it allows you to like you're logging into the server and then you start Sprinto and then you tell it how many words you're starting with, and then it's, I don't know, I think it's like a timer. I haven't used it. So don't quote me. And then when it's done, you report how many words you're at now, so it keeps track of how many words you're writing, which, if you're tracking words, I can see how that's very helpful. So for those of you in Discord, check out Sprinto if you like word counts. But in another writing Discord channel, I said, yeah, word count doesn't seem to work for me. I mean, I have tracked words, but for some reason that number is very demoralizing to me, especially if I track it on a daily basis. I liken it to trying to lose weight. Like, for example, when you're writing, you're trying to get words on the page. When you're losing weight, you're trying to drop pounds. And if I were to weigh myself every day and that number doesn't go down after a certain number of time that my brain decides, whether that's 2 days, 7 days, 1 month, if that number doesn't go down enough for me, then that is extremely demoralizing, and it makes me not want to try. And so the same thing works with word count, where when editing is involved, right? Like when you're getting the first draft done, word count can be really helpful because you're just word vomiting on the page, and like that's all you need to do is get words on the page. They don't have to be great words. They don't have to make sense even. You're just like vomiting all over the page with your words. And but then when it comes to editing, or all the other things like, formatting and, the cover design or the whatever design you need to do, there's no words. And then I will see that and I am completely demoralized by the fact that I had 1,000 words this day and 0 words this day, even though I worked all day on the project. So I had to stop using word count because it just wasn't healthy it wasn't healthy for me in my brain, which is why I do my project tracking sheet, which, in case anyone's interested, if you go to my Ko-Fi, I made that available for people. I made a template of the project tracking sheet that I use, and I put it on my Ko-Fi available. It should be free for everyone. Let me I don't have to double check right now, but I will drop the link, or I guess I don't have to drop the link. I'm sure my bot probably dropped the link to it. Share, copy, link, boop, in here. So if you want that project tracking template, you can grab it from my Ko-Fi. And I also made a post the other day. I'm going to start doing my accountability with that project tracking sheet every Tuesday in my Ko-Fi. I usually do it in my server, and I will still continue to do it in my server. But I find doing those accountability posts is helpful for me. It makes sure that I'm staying on track at least once every week, checking my list, making sure I'm keeping top of mind what needs to be prioritized next, and then marking things off, which again is motivating to me. It shows me that I'm making progress, and I only have to do it once a week instead of daily. So if you don't like word counts, or you just want to try something else, then feel free to go to my Ko-Fi and grab that free template. Yeah, and then maybe sometime on my stream I'll show you my template and how I use it. All right, I think we've been together, I don't want to say long enough. That sounds horrible. We've been together for a while, folks, and I have now got to make chowder. I've got to go. So I appreciate you all being on the stream with me. Today was a really nice active day. I appreciate it. Um, You've been lurking all afternoon. Thanks for the stream. We'll be back. Have to pick up the kids. Hey, thank you for hanging out with me and checking things out. I appreciate you. Please come back. If this works for you, I love it. All right, folks. I've got to make some chowder. Everybody, have a wonderful day. I will see you tomorrow, 9-ish, 10-ish a.m., 10 a.m. Pacific for my podcast. And then I will do another writing stream. Everybody have a good day. Here we go.